Hey everybody, happy Saturday, and even though the forecast is calling for rain, right now it is beautiful outside. So I say let's pack the family in the car and head out to train country. So since the family and I had yet to eat breakfast, of course, as per usual, when heading out to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, we did have to start the day off here at Cracker Barrel. My family and I are huge fans of this restaurant, and I would say, as far as these chain sit-down restaurants are concerned, Cracker Barrel by far has the best food for the best price, and I love how you immediately walk into a general store that sells media. We have awesome records and some really decent DVDs as well, including some History Channel, very awesome. $15, actually not a bad price for a History Channel set, still a little bit out of my price range, and these amazing Disney sets as well, which I do already own, but still very cool to see. But like I was saying, everything here was priced a little bit higher than I am used to paying, so I did pass up on every title here, but still a lot of amazing stuff. But I will be honest, I was even more blown away by their selection of soda. So many different sodas I've never tried. I wanted to grab all of these. It was amazing. And wow, Royal Crown Cola. I cannot remember the last time I had one of those. I probably should have got that. I am kicking myself. But then it was finally time for our breakfast, and of course I got my usual French toast meal. My wife got her usual biscuits and gravy, and of course my son got his usual pancakes. We were all very happy, and with full bellies, it was time for the trains. Starting out at the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum, you are immediately greeted by two gigantic locomotives when you walk into the museum. It's amazing. I love this place so incredibly much. And because they were calling for rain, we decided to start the tour out in the train yard, where you can walk directly up to these huge, gigantic locomotives. If you've ever wanted to truly have respect for those who used to drive these, come out here and walk among these huge, gigantic metal beasts. I cannot even begin to imagine the skills that were needed to keep these on the rails. They are so huge. It is, again, amazing. I'm loving this. And my son was loving seeing an actual turntable here. He has one for his Thomas trains, and seeing one in real life blew his mind, and he even got to ring a train bell. He was having so much fun. This place is great for adults and for kids. Again, as you can see, Sean was having a blast, leading the way, wanting to see every single train, and I do not blame him. I wanted to see them all as well, and many of these you could even go inside. They've been painstakingly and lovingly restored. It is so cool to see what these used to look like back in the day. Again, Sean's having a blast, so am I. I'm loving this. Look at how beautiful this train looks. It has been restored amazingly well, and some of them you can even walk through and sit down in. You can just put yourself in the place of where these trains were when they actually used to still be on the rails, and a few of them you can even pretend to pilot. Yes, Sean was having fun pretending to drive a train. It is just so much fun to see the smile on his face while he was doing that. I loved it. And if going inside the trains was not quite enough for you, no worries. You can also go beneath them as well. If you've ever wondered what the bottom of a train looks like, well, here you go. This is just one of the many reasons why I love this museum. Where else do you get to see a train like this? That is so cool. And for some reason, this locomotive was by far my favorite. Not quite sure why, but it was speaking to me. And again, this place is just gigantic. It is huge. It is amazing. There is so much to see. You can spend hours in this place, and we did just that. Again, this is the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum. It was so much fun. As I said, Sean was having a blast. He loved every second of it. And when you leave, there is, of course, a gift shop, which I had to check out. and they actually did have some media. There are some DVDs here and even a Blu-ray as well. The prices are what you'd pretty much expect for a gift shop. $25 for that Blu-ray. Nothing I really wanted, so I did pass up on that. But many more great train DVDs. Very cool. And even a Nat Geo. That is awesome. Yeah, $20. Again, out of my price range, but still very cool to see. And they also have these amazing pins, but I only collect Disney pins, so I did pass up on those, even though I was loving that one. So perhaps I did not buy anything from the gift shop, but don't worry, we did donate. I love this place. So afterwards, it was time to head over to the Strasburg Railroad. Again, another place I love. I've spent so many days here as a child. My father used to take me out here all the time. I love seeing these trains in action. Sean's been out here many times as well, and he also loves it. And this here will be his first time ever taking the complete full train ride. We have done a much shorter Thomas the Tank Engine ride before at this location, but as a family, this will be our first time doing the full, complete, normal ride. And look at this beautiful countryside you get to see while on the train. It is amazing. And like I said, this was something my family and I used to do quite often as a kid, and it's great to give this back to my son. He was having so much fun, but that did about do it for the trains, and unfortunately at this part, the rain did start coming down. So why not do a bit of media hunting while we are out here, starting at the book warehouse. Now, it has been a little while since I've last been into one of these stores, so I'm not quite sure what to expect, although the last few times I have been in one of these places, the selection was not so great. Again, $6 each or 6 for $10, what weird pricing, and I'm not really seeing anything here that is blowing me away. Looks like many of these same titles I've seen over and over again, although this Night of the Living Dead is speaking to me. I did start collecting artwork variations. Some Jason there, very cool, but I don't know, I might pass up on that. Again, some more Friday, very, very cool, but still might pass. And some Masters of Horror, again, very cool, but I'm not so sure. And as far as the Blu-rays were concerned, I'm not really seeing very much here either. Although Hatchet, okay, that I do have to pick up for the store. That's pretty cool. And I might want to grab Roxanne as an upgrade for my collection. And luckily, I knew somebody who needed these 3 titles here, so I am going to pick them up for him. And there you go. That does give me 3 titles. Okay, I'm happy. They also had some titles over here in the kids section, but again, nothing really that was blowing me away, and nothing really new either. Some cool stuff like Mars Needs Moms, but not gonna grab that. And yeah, some more Shelley Duvall bedtime stories. Cool, but no, gonna pass. So that was it for Book Warehouse. The rain looks like it's stopping, so why not head into the Disney store? Oh, all right, guys, this is my thing. I love Disney, and I love these stores. Makes me feel like I'm back in the park. And the first thing I see is this amazing Solo mug. Very cool, but again, I'm no longer collecting Disney mugs, so I gotta stay away, but for only $15, that was pretty amazing. And behind the counter, they had this really cool princess pin set. Very awesome. I'm loving these. I actually already have the Snow White one, just need the other 3. It was tempting, but for $30, I'm not gonna do that. Have to pass. So as always, the first thing I do is head straight into the 50% off section, never knowing what I'm gonna find, and wow, they actually had a few pins. That is something I don't see too often at a Disney store. Some of these were really cool. Had to grab this one for only $2. Yeah, that was a definite pickup. That is going home with me. And the Star Wars ones, that there was the one that was speaking to me the most. And for $3, again, has to go home with me. Very cool find. They also had this pin as well, kind of cool, but for $13, oh geez, no, Not gonna do that. I also don't need a pin lanyard, but for $3, this Haunted Mansion one was really neat, but again, I don't use those, so I am going to pass. And this Star Wars Rogue One set was also really, really cool, and for only $15, not a bad deal, but no, I'm gonna pass up on that, even though I probably should have grabbed it. And they had even more mugs, all discounted, great prices, and this Crush one was really awesome, but again, I don't collect them, so I am gonna pass. And they also had this really cool Mickey Mouse hat. I don't know, guys, is it me? Probably not. I think I'll pass on that as well. So self-control was handled. I am only going to grab those 2 pins, even though I pretty much wanted everything in that store. So of course, we are in the Lancaster County, Pennsylvania area, and we gotta hit up their Goodwill. I always do when I come out here. This store can be extremely hit or miss. Sometimes I walk out of here with nothing in my hand at all, though today I was somewhat lucky. And of course, I head directly back into the media. Looks like an okay selection. I'm not seeing anything right off the bat, and the shelves aren't quite as full as they usually are, but still, like I said, it looks like a decent selection, plenty of stuff here to look through, and hopefully there's 1 or 2 titles I want to grab for me and or for the store. And the first thing I find is their one and only Blu-ray, Ghost Town. Actually a pretty good movie, though I might pass. But wow, Red vs. Blue Season 1, now that is something I don't see very often. And Special Agent Oso, that's some Disney Junior I was actually not familiar with. Gonna pass. The Jungle Book 2, very cool, but very scratched. Don't need that. And some more Disney. Darby O'Gill and the Little People, that's a cool find. And this Green Acres Farm Favorite set was speaking to me, but I didn't need it, so I did pass. And a bootleg of Buster and Billy. That's interesting. Never released officially to DVD, but kind of cool to see that. And apparently today is Disney Day, Babes in Toyland, factory sealed. That was neat. And okay, here we go. Cinderella 3, very awesome, but very much the wrong disc inside. Obviously, I'm gonna pass up on that. And Premonition would have been a cool pickup for my collection, but it was scratched. And the same thing goes with the Road Warrior and Mad Max double feature. Cool pickup for the store, but again, scratched. But who would have thought an old used Blockbuster copy of the Mean Season would have actually been in mint condition? Interesting. They also had plenty of CDs, but nothing here I was really seeing that I wanted to grab, but oh no, it's Red Rat. Yikes, gonna pass up on that. So that did about do it for the media. Not a lot, but some okay titles. So let's see what the rest of the store has to offer. And I'm gonna pass up on the Hawaiian Coconut Monkey. Don't need that. Same thing here with the chick. Don't need that either. And yeah, hard pass on the toilet seat. Okay, but over in the toys, I did come across a pop. Yeah, some Naruto. That's pretty awesome, and that I cannot pass on. So there you go, guys. That is it. That was our trip out to the Lancaster County, Pennsylvania area, train country. I love it out here. My family loves it out here. We had an absolute blast. So let's get home and let's see what I picked up. Alright guys, back home, and how red are my eyes right now? We were out all day long. I am so incredibly tired. I just finished editing and doing voiceover for this video, and it's like super late at night right now. I kind of just want to lie down and go to bed, but I don't have a lot of stuff to show you guys. An okay pile here. I did pick up some pretty cool things while out in Lancaster County, again, train country. Figured it would be a really fun day with the family to get out and check out the train museum. The last time I was there with my son, he was pretty little. We have some really cool pictures that we kind of like reshot. That was awesome. And actually going to a ride on the Strasburg Railroad was really cool. We've only ever done, like I said in the video, a really short kind of like half trip on a Thomas the Tank Engine. kind of interesting, but we'll never do that again. We'd rather just wait until the summer and do the full train ride. It's like a 45-minute ride. It's a lot of fun as well. Very, very cool. So yeah, we had a blast, and of course, while I was out there, did hit up a few stores. My wife and I do love shopping in that area. I, of course, want to go hit up all the media stores. She wants to hit up all the clothing stores, but we do have a fun time. It is a blast. And again, I got some pretty cool things. So if I keep rambling like this, I do apologize. Again, I am very tired. So let's see what it is that I did pick up. Starting with, I guess, what I grabbed from the Disney store. I picked up 2 pins for a total of $5. That is awesome. Love adding Disney pins to the collection. So I grabbed this really cool, I guess, is this Finding Nemo, right? Or is this Finding Dory? I forget. Still very cool. I love the Find a Happy Place. I want to say this is Finding Nemo when they're in the fish tank, right? So very, very cool. That's awesome. And I also grabbed this really cool Poe and BB-8 Star Wars pin. That is also very cool. Out of all the Star Wars pins, this was the one that I was most interested in. Only $2.99. What a great deal. Had to grab those to add to my Disney pin collection. That is awesome. So next up is what I grabbed from the book warehouse, which, yeah, I don't know how much more I'm going to run out to those stores. They don't really seem to get anything new in. The first time I was ever in one of these stores, it blew my mind. Well, first off, it blew my mind because each title was $6 a piece, or if you bought 6 titles, you got them for a total of $10. I don't get that pricing. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I think they would sell more if they just lowered their price in general. I guess they really want to just sell quantities of 6. I don't know. Yeah, so that was weird. But on top of that, it blew me away. They had so many cool titles. Unfortunately, after I bought all those cool titles, I never really saw any more cool titles after that. Just the same ones over and over again, and the stores just don't really seem to be getting anything new in. It's actually been, I guess, a few months since I've last been into one of those stores, and again, just kind of the same titles. I was hoping at this point, since so much time had passed, new stuff, but no. However, I still did manage to find 6 titles. For me, I grabbed Night of the Living Dead, this year being, who is this? Legacy Entertainment release from, is there a date on here? Yeah, from 2003. Again, I've just recently started to collect different artwork variations of Night of the Living Dead on DVD. Why? I don't know, probably shouldn't have, but I am doing it now. I did not get half this one, so of course had to grab that. Then I did pick up Roxanne. This is a great Steve Martin. Wow, I said Steve Martin, but I was thinking Martin Short in my head. They're good friends. Yeah, Steve Martin movie. I do enjoy this one. It's been a while since I've last seen it. I do have it on DVD, so I figured, why not upgrade? I do enjoy this one, so picking that up, very cool. And then this I grabbed for the store, Hatchet on Blu-ray, because it is Hatchet on Blu-ray. Such a great movie, and it's on Blu-ray. Very cool. Why not grab that? And then at that point, I kind of figured I'm not buying anything because I was not going to pay $6 a piece for those. I wanted to do the 6 for $10, but I could not find 3 other titles that I really wanted to grab. There were those Friday the 13th titles and that Masters of Horror, kind of cool. Thought about grabbing those, but wasn't quite sure if I really wanted to grab them. However, I did have a customer of the retro store who actually needed 3 titles, so thankfully that worked out. City Islands, National Treasure, and Won't Back Down. He needed all 3 of these, so I picked him up, and that got me 6 titles. So that was lucky. Very awesome there. So yeah, picked up those titles from the book warehouse. Again, I don't know if I'll be going out to one of the stores anytime again soon. We'll see. Never say never, but I just wish they'd get some new titles in. That would be amazing. So finally, we hit up the Lancaster County or whatever it is, Goodwill, a store I always go to when I do go out to that area. It's the one store I always hit up, and like I said, they can be hit or miss. You never know, and today was it wasn't too bad. It was okay. Found a lot of Disney. We have Babes in Toyland Factory sealed, grabbing that for the store. Awesome find. Darby O'Gill and the Little People, great movie. Again, grabbing that one for the store. I do have it. Red versus Blue Season 1. These I never see out in the wild. This is really cool. Even though I'm not I don't really know much about Halo, never played the game, I still really enjoy these. They're very, very funny. Even if you don't know the game, you've never played the game, you can still enjoy these. I'm sure if you were familiar with the game, you would probably get more of the jokes, but I still love it. It's great. I believe I have most of, if not all, the seasons in my collection. So again, I never see these in the wild, so yeah, picking that up for the store. Cool find there. And then, believe it or not, yeah, this old rental copy of the Mean Season from Blockbuster was in mint condition. I was looking at stuff and seeing scratches, scratches, scratches. I picked this up and thought, oh boy, this is going to be destroyed. Nope, mint condition, so grabbing that one for my collection. Awesome find there. I did actually end up picking up one VHS. We have The Beatles, the first U.S. visit. Very cool. At first, I thought this was kind of like a, I don't know, like a public domain kind of just crappy release, but then I realized, no, put out by Apple. So, all right, I'm intrigued. Want to see what that is. And I also got my hands on some Squeeze and Shake cases. They just let me have these. That is awesome. I will always pick these up. They're in okay condition. I want to say maybe from an old rental store or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, again, not in the best condition. This one's got like a crack on it, but whatever. For free, I'm going to take those. I don't come across them very often. And then I did grab that Naruto Pop. This is cool. I always grab Pops now when I come across them for a good price because people buy them. Pops are popular. Pops are popular. They do sell at the stores. So yeah, picking this up. Plus, it's actually a character I'm familiar with, Naruto. That's some anime I do know of. So very cool. And I did grab one last thing. A Muppet Baby puzzle. Look at this. It's amazing. 60-piece puzzle. I did count the pieces. They are there. This is really, really cool. Yeah, a definite pickup for the store. Puzzles, some sell. They actually have been moving. So, yeah, when I come across something cool like the Muppet Babies, it is a no-brainer. It is a must pick up. I had to grab that. And there you go. That is everything that I picked up from the Lancaster County, Pennsylvania area on my fun little mini family vacation today. It was a blast. Luckily, the rain was not too bad. I think we got it a lot worse here where I live, more so than we did out there because on the way home, as we got closer to home, there were trees down. We noticed our power had gone out. It never really got that bad out in Lancaster. It rained for a little while. It was almost like Florida. Downpour for like half hour and then it kind of cleared up. So I don't know, guys, we lucked out. So all in all, a fantastic day with the family. So much fun. But I'm tired. I'm going to get to bed. So as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button and you're going to get one. Also, be sure to check out Patreon where you can help support the show. The simple donation of $1 or more if you like really does help out, goes a long way, goes right back into these videos, and it does gain you early access on most of my videos as well. Also, be sure to check out Spreadshirt where you can grab yourself many designs of Cinema Sickness t-shirts and hoodies and tank tops and hats and buttons and all kinds of really cool Cinema Sickness gear. And as always, most importantly, check out the Cinema Sickness Retro Store on Instagram where you can pick up all kinds of awesome media, like a lot of the stuff you guys saw today, and really cool toys and memorabilia and all kinds of really cool retro stuff. As always, proceeds are by far the most important for the show. They are what keep the show going. Without them, I would not be doing this. So links to everything can be found down below in the description of this video. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.